What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? Wrath2501 here, and yes, guys, it's still Spooky Month! Doing that stupid dance. Alright, guys, so we got another creepypasta. This is The Smiling Man by Dunbray. Okay, so yeah, he does a lot of these, and he's pretty damn awesome about it. And these are pretty good. This is good shit that he does. Anyway, let's get this one started. Go. Really? Go with this music too. Damn. Excellent choice. I definitely approve.
About 5 years ago, I lived downtown in a major city in the US. I've always been a night person, so I would often find myself bored after my roommate, who was decidedly not a night person, went to sleep. To pass the time, I used to go for long walks and spend the time thinking. I spent 4 years like that, walking alone at night, and never once had a reason to feel afraid. I always used to joke with my roommate that even the drug dealers in the city were polite, but all that changed in just a few minutes of one evening. It was a Wednesday, somewhere between 1 and 2 in the morning, and I was near a police patrolled park, quite a ways from my apartment. It was a quiet night, even for a weeknight, with very little traffic and
well, walking
no
is a good way to stay in
foot.
shape.
The
I've been
park,
walking
as
to
it
lose
was
weight.
most nights, was completely empty. I turned down a short side street in order to loop back to my apartment when I first noticed him. At the far end of the street on my side was the silhouette of a man dancing. It was a strange dance, similar to a waltz, but he finished each box with an odd forward stride. I guess you could say he was dance walking, headed straight for me. Deciding he was probably drunk, I stepped as close as I could to the road to give him the majority of the sidewalk to pass me by. The closer he got, the more I realized how gracefully he was moving. He was very tall and lanky, and wearing an old suit. He danced closer still,
The
until I could
Slender
make
Man.
out his face. His eyes were wide open and wild, head tilted back slightly, looking off at the sky. His mouth was formed in a painfully wide cartoon
model
of a
is that?
smile between the eyes and the smile. I decided to cross the street.
Is that someone from
before he
Outlast?
danced
It looks
any
like someone
closer.
from Outlast.
I took my eyes off of him to cross the empty street. As I reached the other side, I glanced back, and then stopped, dead in my tracks. He had stopped dancing, and was standing with one foot in the street, perfectly parallel to me. He was facing me, but still looking skyward, smile still wide on his lips.
Oh god,
I was
that's
completely
disturbing.
and utterly unnerved by this.
Yeah.
I started walking again, but kept my eyes on the man. He didn't move. Once I had put about half a block between us, I turned away from him for a moment to watch the
No,
sidewalk
dude, they can
in
move
front
when you don't look at
The
them.
street and sidewalk ahead of me were
If you look at them, they
completely
can't
empty.
move.
Still unnerved, I looked back to where he had been standing to find him gone. For the briefest of moments I felt relieved, until I noticed him. He had crossed the street, and was now slightly crouched down. I couldn't tell for sure due to the distance and the shadows, but I was certain he was facing me. I had looked away from him for no more than 10 seconds, so it was clear that he had moved fast. I was so shocked that I stood there for some time, staring at
Crouched.
him, and then
Hunter.
he started moving towards me again. He stood giant, exaggerated tiptoe steps, as if he were a cartoon character sneaking up on someone, except he was moving very, very quickly. I'd like to say at this point I ran away or pulled out my pepper spray or my cell phone or anything at all, but I didn't. I just stood there, completely frozen as the Smiling Man crept towards me. And then he stopped again, about a car length away from me, still smiling his smile, still looking to the sky. When I finally found my voice, I blurted out the first thing that came to mind. What I meant to ask was, "What do you want?" in an angry, commanding voice. What came out was a whimper. What? Regardless of whether or not humans can smell fear, they can certainly hear it. I
Yeah.
heard it in my own voice,
And some
that
of us
only
can
made
smell
me
it.
more afraid. but he didn't react.
It's a nice,
at all.
pungent, earthy
He just
aroma.
stood there, smiling. And then, after what felt like forever, he turned around, very slowly, and started dance walking away. Just like that. Not wanting to turn my back to him again.
Yeah.
I just watched him go.
Every time you turn your
Until
back on
he
him,
was
dude, it
far
got
enough
worse,
away
so
to
don't.
almost be out of sight. And then I realised something. He wasn't moving away anymore, nor was he dancing. I watched in horror as the distant shape of him grew larger and larger. He was coming back my way, and this time he was running. I ran
Oh.
too. I ran until I was off of the side road
Why the
and
legs
back
are
onto a
moving?
better lit road with sparse traffic. Looking behind me then, he was nowhere to be found. The rest of the way home, I kept glancing over my shoulder, always expecting to see his stupid smile, but he was never there.
Stupid face.
I lived in that city for 6 months after that night, and I never went out for another walk. There was something about his face that always haunts me. He didn't look drunk. He didn't look high. He looked completely and utterly insane. And that's a very, very scary thing to see.
Alright, guys. So, I'm sure I surprised you. You know? I surprised you this time by not having a jump scare. See, I could be nice too. Even though it's kind of a contractual thing for Spooky Month. So, alright, The Smiling Man. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Click the link to the original. Excuse me. Like and subscribe over at Dunbray's channel. Jeez, man. That was, oof. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to me. Help this channel grow just like my main one. And please click on the link to my main channel. Help that channel grow. We're trying to break the 100,000 barrier, guys. Last time I looked, we were at like 100,900 and something subs. Come on, we just need like, you know, something like 50 more subs, and we'll be at 101,000. Yeesh, that's got to be my goal for the end of the year. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Tune in every day for new content. Bye bye.